This week on the Peace Podcast.
To answer your question, yeah, I feel like somewhat we're responsible. And people that just turn the shoulder, turn the next cheek, it's not just about you. It's bigger than you. Your purpose is bigger than you.
Happy New Year, everybody. 2019 is finally here. Happy New Year, everybody.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
He's not giving you a present. Happy
I
New
know.
Year.
Let's start this off. Peace 2019 first podcast with like a roundtable. How's everybody doing? Let's give an update. Garrett, you want to start it off on just how you doing, how your New Year's going so far?
New Year's going great. I mean, got a ton of cool stuff and living life. Car's dead, so other than that, just living the dream.
Talk about the car, because I didn't get to hear
it's a super old car. I bought it off this nice old lady who told me that everything
She
works.
lied.
Yeah, everything works out of that thing. And I was like, oh, that's great, thank you. Okay, it should be fine. She
Call
goes,
her up. You got a name, an address? Nah, just
I did. I know where she lives, but I don't know her name or anything now.
Okay.
But no, so the alternator I found out was bad, but my mechanic that I took it to said it wasn't, and so I was like, all right, it's gotta be fine. I've gone through 3 batteries,
You serious?
and
I didn't know that.
in 6 months that I've had the car, and so it's definitely the alternator. And so we house sat for her dad while they were on their cruise, and I went to start it one day and nothing. Like it wouldn't even turn over. It was just dead.
Dang.
And so I used his battery jumper and it started up,
Yeah.
and then it was fine. And then I thought it was gonna hold the charge until I went to leave. Then I went to leave and it didn't hold the charge. And so
Anything positive so far in 2019?
I'm alive, and I go to work tomorrow and just make money.
Good.
So
Hey,
yeah, so that's positive.
we're all privileged that you're alive.
Hey,
That you're here.
yes, amen.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. That's positive.
Who do we want to go to first? Who wants to take up the charge? All right, Alani.
Yeah, so the holidays were really good. I have all my family from Indiana, so I was bouncing around between Christmas. Like 3 days of nothing but like eating a ton of food, hanging with the
That's
family.
awesome.
But even though it was fun, like I was ready to get back to my routine. Like
Yeah.
being outside your routine and just different
Mhm.
stuff every day, it's draining. So went back to work. The kids being on break, the gym's been absolutely crazy. So
Yeah,
I believe
nonstop
it.
there. And I went to Chicago for 2 days and helped one of my friends do a basketball camp. So that was fun.
Nice.
Dewan and them.
Yeah.
Um,
Your boy.
my boy Dewan, shout out. No, it was good. Now I'm back to normal stuff. Doing my CrossFit, same old same.
Yeah.
Good.
Nice.
Super sore.
Oh my gosh, yes. I've been doubling up Swift and CrossFit.
Yeah, have you constantly been
That's
doubling
crazy.
up?
Not
Crazy.
constantly, because this past week and a half I've been doubling up, but I won't double up every day.
It's like every other or every
Mhm.
every other.
I'll switch
Or
it up.
every
Sometimes
other.
do yoga, but most times like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. I'll double up Swift
Okay.
and yoga, or Swift and CrossFit. Then I'll hit like yoga and stuff in there too.
Are you Wonder Woman?
But that's the thing, like I'm used to like basketball workouts, but I feel like I'm gonna die nonstop. And like Swift is like kind of like a warm up. I use it for like a good solid warm up,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's at 5:45, and then I hit CrossFit at 7. So it's
Oh yeah, so it's back to
back
back.
to back.
So you're warmed up and ready to go.
Yeah, it's not like it's like good warm up. It's like sweating, but it's not like body weight. It's not barbells.
Right.
It's like all circuit
It's
stuff.
training.
Yeah.
That's not bad. I would do that. I couldn't do that now. I'm super out of shape. The Swift would be my workout.
No, my hardest thing though is yoga. Like I die.
Really?
I can't do yoga.
I'm not
honestly.
flexible, and
Mm-mm.
I love yoga.
there's hip hop yoga on Fridays.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I'm like,
Hip hop yoga.
yeah.
Yeah, they try and get all the people to feng shui.
It's-
And it's,
No, it's the same as normal yoga. You just get to like vibe out to like
Oh,
R&B
seriously?
and hip hop, and the flow is faster.
Oh, okay.
That's it. It's
See,
like
I figured it'd be like super
Down.
intense, like
no
down your grasshopper, and
grasshopper.
I
No.
don't think that's a position.
I mean, you never know.
Cool.
What about you, Leonard?
Yeah, so my new year was great. Typically, that's when I go for my yearly vacation. I usually try to leave around Christmas time. I left a little bit later this year, but I went to Alabama to see my niece and my sister. So drove down there, the Jeep. It was so nice on some days that I got the top off.
No.
It was that
I don't even
nice.
wanna hear it.
Over New Year's. So
That's terrible.
didn't do much. I didn't like drink at all, really.
There you go.
Which is not normal for my New Year's.
Correct.
Not that I'm a drunk or anything like that, but usually I have some drinks on New Year's to celebrate. But yeah, just kind of chilled and relaxed with my niece.
On that note of no drinking, I'm glad you said that. So my gym, they have it's called the Bear something like Caveman Challenge from today until Valentine's Day. It's no drinking, and I started it.
Was it Shoot 360 or
No,
your
no,
gym?
my
Gym?
no.
I was like Shoot 360.
No,
I was
sorry.
like,
Let me clarify. The CrossFit.
Okay, I
Yeah,
got you.
it's like called the Caveman something. So I won't be drinking nothing from today
Doubt
until no hope until Valentine's Day. But Valentine's Day,
So it's like a month.
Drink all of those
Yeah,
Starbucks.
you realize that's like 30 days, right?
yes, I can do it.
Okay,
It's a community. So if anyone would like to join, you guys
gotcha.
are like, yeah.
I mean, we haven't
Cheers to
really,
that.
we didn't really drink at all, honestly, on New Year's either. Like, it's totally different for me compared to last year's. Like, I don't think we drank anything. And had
Somebody
it.
handed us a drink and we both smelled it and we were like,
It didn't really smell that great, I'm fine. But,
Did you drink it all on New Year's Eve?
I wasn't asleep by 11:30.
Oh, okay.
oh,
Hey,
so you
yeah,
already
we
in
were
the
ready.
New Year.
I was exhausted.
She was drunk by 9.
No,
so
I didn't. No,
I was in bed by 11:30
No,
because I was day drinking
No, I
by
was
9 o'clock.
exhausted from just traveling from all the
Yeah,
holiday
yeah.
stuff.
I believe it,
I was
though.
out.
Cool. And then we got we got one more new person that's here too, so I don't want to pass that over. You definitely got it. So I'm gonna throw some extra on you too. So along with explaining what your New Year's is like, don't worry, we're all about to do this. But
My anxiety's so high right now.
that's cool. That's cool. Embrace it. Deep breaths.
Do some hip hop yoga.
Right. Downward
Grasshopper.
dog.
Yeah, but tell us how your New Year's going so far. I mean, we just met, so you gotta explain all that stuff, and then also a little bit about yourself. So, what brought you to this room right now, or P.E.A.C.E, however you want to call it, and then tell me a little bit about yourself. What brought you to P.E.A.C.E, and then imagine if you were on death row. What would be your last meal? So I'll give you some time to think about that while you're telling me how your New Year's is going.
Okay. All I can think is death row now.
Death row, yeah.
So I just started my final semester of my senior year at IUPUI.
Yeah.
I graduate in May, so I am counting down the days.
With what major?
Elementary ed. So I'm super excited to get started. I came to campus today, and needless to say, I left with a lot of homework. I strongly regret going to class today.
Oh,
I
wow.
came home and I was like, I can't do this. I was like, I'm going to have a mental breakdown. And this is the first day. I'm going to need to do a face mask already. And, I mean, it's a lot, but I'm excited because I get to be with my kids tomorrow. So
Cool.
And I have first graders. So they're all like, oh, love you.
So did you bring homework home from them or homework home
For
from
me.
you?
For me,
Okay.
yeah. Like, I had to, for an art class, I'm horrible at drawing. I had to draw 3 objects.
Garrett can draw, right?
No.
That's my
no,
brother.
He
I can't
cannot.
draw
He
worth
can draw
anything.
stick-figure giraffes. That's about it.
Yeah, if you want to whip up some, I can whip up some
I-
sticks.
they're
right now,
great.
that's about it.
Stick figure giraffes.
I drew an otter,
that
I
out.
drew
Poor
his
dog.
glasses, and then I don't know what I'm going to draw for the last one, but then I have to write a paper by Wednesday. I have another paper due on Sunday, and then I have to read like over 40 pages by like Sunday, and I just don't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that,
You'll get through it though.
Hey, May
If-
11th.
If there's anybody that believes in you, know that it is me.
Oh, you're my favorite.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he believes in you just as much, or if not more, than I do, because I didn't graduate. So
Oh, that's okay.
he has faith that you will.
That's for another type of podcast.
How important
On
is your
next week's
education?
podcast.
All right, and then kind of what brought you to this room?
What brought me to this room was
Yeah.
Garrett. He had explained to me that he was doing this really cool thing. That's all he like really said about it. So I was going through his closet and I was like, oh, this is a cool t-shirt.
Nice.
And
And I was like, what's this?
Nice.
And he was like,
I like that.
let me tell you about it. And I was like, oh god. And then he started telling me more and more about P.E.A.C.E, and I was like, that's really interesting and that's cool because you don't see a lot of people wanting to be positive anymore. You want to see all the negative stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, at all for anybody. But he brought me here, and then after having dinner with you and talking about more and more, it just seems really interesting, especially being in the education field.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we need a lot more people like you.
For
sure. And then to the negative point on if you're on death row, how would you enjoy that? What would be your last?
How would you enjoy death row?
Right.
Well,
How would you enjoy that?
slowly.
what am I on death row for?
This matters on the meal that you have.
Yes.
All right.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
don't want to take on this
Capital
pressure.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah.
Not graduating.
I didn't. What?
I don't know.
Death row. Okay, so if I was on death row, it'd probably be for talking
Murder.
too
It's
much.
gotta-
No, I would not kill somebody. I'm too scared. I can't even kill a spider.
Talking too much.
Talking too much. Yes.
I like it.
Shut up. It would probably be. Oh man, Outback cheese fries
Outback cheese fries.
with lots of ranch.
They are pretty good.
With lots of ranch. Have you ever had them?
I haven't. I don't think so. That's why I'm like.
Next
that's-
week, that's it. It's done. I'm bringing them.
Yes,
We're
right.
gonna
Wow.
sit at They're gonna
Outback.
be great.
Nice.
Yeah.
Outback
She's like, I
cheese
can't
I'm
wait.
down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Buy 2 now. They're really good. And I mean, that or are you allowed to have a meal with anybody or is it just by yourself?
Well, you're on death row, so there's gonna be people in the room. But
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Well, I
I'm not
don't.
sure if
People
you-
behind the glass. So you're really.
I mean, I don't want to eat alone because I mean that's just so sad.
Well,
I
you're
want
not
to eat
eating
with
alone.
like at least.
People are watching you eat.
So then,
That'd be creepy.
you're on death row for talking too much. Who are you talking to? That they're gonna be the one that has to join you.
Garrett. Hands down, Garrett.
All right, Garrett.
Well, she's talking too much at me. I'm just listening.
Hey, you're
Whatever.
a part of it. She didn't want to be alone.
There are
That's
times
true.
he talks to me in his sleep, so.
So what would you enjoy in your meal? She's having Outback.
I would
cheese fries.
enjoy a double cheeseburger with tater tots from Sonic and a vanilla Dr. Pepper with white ice.
You don't get a drink.
You guys
you
are
get a
good.
meal.
You guys are
Yeah,
good
it's
to know this stuff. Like
Right.
I'm asking the question, I have no clue right
Yeah, like,
now.
I don't even know what I want. No, that would be mine. It's so good. And like Sonic, like most fast food places just give you the wrapper like Steak and Shake, just like, and there
Throws
you
it all
go.
together.
Yeah, but Sonic's is like a little envelope, and you can just peel it back.
So your
And
hands.
You
so,
get
yeah,
to
so your
open the
hands stay nice
package.
and clean, and the
Everything's
lettuce that
together and
Why do-
falls so nice.
high class.
Yes, it's like the classy burger of burgers.
Mm.
Like a little T-Rex eating his burger, that's what you look like.
Leonard, if
Sonic.
you were on death row.
Sonic and Outback. You didn't answer what brought you here to this room.
That's true. Okay, well, we're in this room. Leonard, you brought me to this room. We have known each other for this will be our 7th year.
Holy,
It does not feel like 7
holy
years.
cow!
Yeah,
Make it seem more
7 years
sentimental,
with this
Garrett.
dude.
yeah,
Where's the ring?
yeah. It's
Yeah,
true.
Garrett.
Yeah. I haven't given it to
Garrett.
me. I have my watch. No, from being college roommates and birthing the idea and laying the groundwork with going with you to volunteer and do the stuff that we did in college to last year letting me know that, hey, we finally got it going on and just being all on board with it and everything. Now we're where we are today. I'm super stoked.
Yeah.
To see where we go from here. So that is why I am here.
Cool. I'll go next. I'll start off with what brought me to this room because I still got to think about this whole meal thing.
Yeah,
Like, you guys don't want to hear my answer for this that I have right now. So what brought me to this room is like number one, the pain and the hurt of myself, all the struggles that I've had with, whether it's my parents, relationships, friends, stuff like that, not knowing information, not being able to help myself out. And then number two, the support of people like you guys in this room, like saying like, hey, like we actually can make a difference. We can help ourselves. We can help other people. So like that's the reason that I'm here, is to hopefully spread those feelings of the latter, I guess. And I guess, so my original answer for my last meal on death row, it's got to be like chicken and corn. Like I'm a big corn guy. I know.
What
like,
kind of corn?
That's
Sweet corn?
Sweet corn.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
On the cob?
Was it fried chicken
No,
or
not on
just
the
baked
corn.
chicken?
Oh man, that was
Look at him. He's like, I don't know. Chicken nuggets?
a very interesting comment there, Garrett.
No, I'm just asking because you didn't say. You just said chicken and
Baked
corn.
chicken. Baked chicken probably.
Yeah.
Because
Baked
I'm like,
chicken's
oh
so
man, I
good.
want to have a nice purifying meal as I ascend
That's true. You
to
don't want to feel crappy
the
when
depths
you die.
of the earth.
And there's me over here eating some cheese.
You haven't got to my answer yet.
Oh, okay.
But honestly,
It's like Dunkin' Donuts and Krispy Kremes.
honestly, I think I'd finish off with like some kind of alcoholic drink, probably be like a Fireball or something like that, and some seafood. Whatever seafood they put in front of me, I'll have it.
Like king crab.
King crab, that'll be it.
Crab. It's so good.
What about fish sticks?
Oh, I'll still eat it.
I don't know, with
It's,
ketchup
it's seafood.
or tartar sauce.
Not preferable, but I'll take it.
You said seafood. So.
Yeah, that's all they had then.
That's all they have in prison. Either way.
Not Sonic or Outback, but they got,
we got homemade fish sticks.
There you go. That's great.
Miss Alani?
What brought me to this room? I've known Leonard for a while, since we started working at
Yeah.
Shoot 360. And just, meeting you and kind of just having our conversations and hearing his thoughts of like, just trying to spread positivity. There's not a lot of people that think that way. So when you find someone like that, it's like, this is the guy I want to be around. This is the guy I want to talk to more about stuff like that.
Yeah.
'Cause I've always kind of had the same thought process, like, do good to people. Whatever you do, good will come back to you eventually. So that's always been kind of throughout my life, but it's super hard to find other people that have that priority.
Yeah.
And meeting him at work, and I was like, light bulb, ding. So just talking more and more to him about his peace movement and the stuff he would do. And last year we were on another non-for-profit together and working with him, doing that, and spreading a lot of our peace knowledge in that non-for-profit. I loved it. So as soon as he brought this up, I was like, I'm in. So yeah. And then my last meal.
I'm excited.
So my grandma's German, and she makes
Like German?
German, like
That's
100%
awesome.
German, like
German.
like for real German.
Golden dog.
Guten Tag, yes. So she makes the most amazing biscuits and gravy ever, and every time I go over there, that's like what I ask for. So I would definitely have her make me some of that. This would be the most random meal ever. Biscuits and gravy. I would have Kilroy's breadsticks.
Yes.
Ooh,
What
yeah.
kind? What kind? The pepperoni or
Yeah, the pepperoni.
Bless.
Come on,
There's
girl.
more than one
Bless.
kind of Kilroy's
Yes,
biscuits?
there
Yes.
is.
Yeah.
I didn't even hear
Maybe
that.
that'll be next week after the next.
Kilroy's
We're gonna
breadsticks.
start bringing in our death row meal
Right.
next week.
So delicious. And yeah, I'd probably finish off with like a cheesecake.
Like a German chocolate cake or something.
No, like a cherry cheesecake.
What about your drink?
It's a soda or something.
Little
If
water.
you got that much sugar and all that
No
deliciousness,
wine?
Yeah, you
no
don't
wine.
need,
I
you
just-
don't need anything
I
else.
want my biscuits and gravy, followed
I
by
don't
the breadstick, followed by the cheesecake.
Homemade B's and G's are good though. I mean, like I can imagine hers like a whole
You don't
other
understand,
level.
like it is
Like-
so good. Like
Homemade B's and
Who
G's
says
are great.
B?
Yeah, did you really just call it BJ
Jared, I'm right
G's?
here
Thank
with
you.
B's and G's?
Yes,
Beans
biscuits
At
and
and
first, I
gravy.
thought he was talking about something
BGs.
that.
I thought so
No,
too.
I was like, is there
biscuits and gravy. Come
We're on the
guys.
same page.
All right,
B's
here,
and
dude.
G's? What is this?
That's okay. We got O, B, and C.
I got Fireball.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, we tried.
Anyway,
You can't say
Good question, Leonard.
Next
Yeah, that
on
was
the
a good
agenda. Thank you. Also thankful for all you guys, like for real, being in this room, like seeing this vision. Because as of right now, it is nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like 5 years from now, people may be listening to this and they're like, holy crap! Like
yeah,
this is
started.
very annoying. And
This is
you know,
our garage.
this guy talks
They
too
don't know how
much.
to do a
or-
podcast.
Yeah, they don't know how to do a podcast.
They have zero equipment. What are they doing?
Exactly. So, but like, I appreciate, like, even if this does turn into nothing 5 years from now, like, I feel like what we are doing is meaningful still.
Mm-hmm.
And we are adding value to the world. So, like, thank you for being in that space. And as long as we're working towards something and we're active, then I think that we're doing what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
So, I appreciate you guys going with me on that. And this isn't about me. think I've said this to you guys multiple
That
times.
is your mantra.
And I'll continue to say it, like, this is not about me. We have to make sure that we're doing this for the people out there. Exactly. So moving into that, I want to talk about goals for 2019. Just a quick hit on like personal goals as well as what your peace goals are. And with the personal ones, like also list how we can help you, how the other 3 people in this room can help you out, or whoever can help you out. And then also peace goals and how you can help peace. You guys want me to start?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Give me an example.
All right. So my personal goals, I typically am one of those people who picks a word. I have like 5 and 10-year goals that I'm pretty stuck on, I think. So I don't have like New Year's resolutions every year, but I have like one word that I'm trying to focus on. Last year it was impact, and this year it's action. So my goal this year is to take action on as much as I possibly can, like try not to give it too much thought, but just like put it out and do it. Like get into action, whatever you're supposed to be doing, get into action. This one is probably going to seem strange, but gain my positivity. So get my positivity back. I feel like the past year has kind of beat me down in a little bit of ways, so I'm trying to like get back the positive energy that I used to have, or the optimism that I used to have. I had one person last year tell me, it's like, man, like, you shouldn't be this pessimistic at a young age. And they didn't mean it as in like I'm always negative, but it was a certain situation like, man, you can't be this pessimistic. And that like hurt me bad, like, holy crap, somebody thinks that I'm pessimistic, even in the smallest. So trying to get my positivity back, my openness, and my willingness to learn, like get all that stuff back fresh. And then 2 other personal goals are to help build 3 sustainable businesses. That doesn't mean it's going to make $1 million, but like to help build it so that the person has a business, and then to take the next step in my professional life and whatever that looks like. And then peace goals, it is to be a good leader, and to cast clear and consistent vision. A goal that I have, and this is me just throwing something out there, and I have to figure out how to make it work, but it's to raise $30,000 by the end of the year. Okay, and that could be in different sectors, but it's overall to raise $30,000. It could be 1 grant, it could be 15 grants. And then the last 2 are to create 3 partnerships that are mutually beneficial and consistent. And then the last one is to empower the staff, the volunteers, whoever's involved, in their wants and needs and their skills.
Mine were almost verbatim that.
Really?
Yeah, mine were pretty dang close.
Okay.
Except, yeah.
I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah.
Do you want to expound on them a little bit?
Yeah, mine were kind of that. Like mine, I've never really stuck to my New Year's resolutions until this year. I'm doing my best. Kind of going along with the action template of, especially with peace, I definitely want to get behind it, but peace is like what she was saying how she got here, because she saw that you were a positive and she saw that you were willing to go the extra mile to make that your mantra, basically. And so with that, I want peace to be that for all of us, but also spread that out in the ways that we're trying to. But I want that to be my personal life as well. You know, like eat, sleep, breathe peace, so that it's not only bettering me, but people that are around me get behind me, and then it not only betters them, but it betters their family, their work friends, the people they come into contact with, and just spread the movement that way. I'm wanting to raise $50,000 by the end of this year.
Good. I think I might have said that at one point.
Mine are huge. I initially started to be reasonable. I was like, hell no. Why would I want to settle for less when it might not be attainable, but I'm going to do my best to get up to that point. Yep. So raise 50,000. I want to get over 1,000 followers on our Instagram page. I want to get over 10 sponsorships or partnerships.
By the way, I don't mean to like laugh at that as a goal. I'm laughing
No, it's
because
fine. Let him tell him.
I'm laughing because we both seen it at 0 for months and months and months, and we put out these stupid posts and stuff like that. So that's why I'm laughing. Like now it is starting to grow a little bit. But
Yeah.
go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. Because it took us. I remember when we had 7. I remember when we had 7 followers.
Mm-hmm.
on
That's
our
4
page.
plus.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. It really was. And to get where it is even now, it's just nuts to look. I'll constantly go in there and check. I will.
Addicted.
It's almost surpassing mine.
Oh my God.
It is. I don't
Don't admit
have.
to that.
No, it is. I need help.
Yes.
I love it.
I need help bad. I don't social media well. Well, there was that. There's the sponsorships. There's 50,000. I want us to constantly be getting out gear. I want us to be swamped with people asking about it, us being ready on the ball of this is what P.E.A.C.E is, this is what we want to do, this is what we need help with. If you want to be involved, get this. I want to see my friends, family, people that I don't even know rep P.E.A.C.E and people be like, oh, I love P.E.A.C.E, send us a pic and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's mine.
Cool.
Very cool.
I won't put you on the spot for this one, but if you have something, feel free to.
So like
Feel
my
free to-
New Year's, like my personal New Year's
Whatever.
resolution, I'll do that, and then
Yeah.
I guess I can give like an insight, I guess. So my personal New Year's resolution is to at least change one kid's life in the classroom, positively, not negatively. I don't want to give them like any bad memories or anything. Be like, Mom, help me. I want them to be like, oh, Miss Harris is awesome. That's one of them. My other one is to watch my sailor mouth. Yeah, so, and it's been a very interesting journey, but I've gotten a lot better at it, especially this morning with my road rage on campus. It was very, very
Can
tough.
I ask why? I'm not a person who curses a lot, but I'm interested in.
So, Garrett chooses not to curse a lot. Like, I have never heard a man drop any words, like, ever. And so it makes me look back on what I say, especially when I'm driving and I get super aggravated and I'm like, you da 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 da, and he just looks over at me and he's like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. And I feel like I have to like watch my mouth, but then I realize I'm about to become a teacher and I can't be like, get over here, you know?
Gotcha.
So I also feel like when you use more curse words, in my opinion, you catch people's attention, but not for the right thing.
Okay.
It's like when somebody's yelling at you, you don't reciprocate what they are saying to you. If you talk to them like a human being and that it's like a one-on-one thing and they want to listen to you then, as long as you like are understandable.
Okay.
And then to graduate, that was another resolution. I was like, I don't know if I can do it, but graduating. For the peace thing, I just really want to help overall with like, I've done fundraising. I've mentioned that to you, I know, and I know I've mentioned it to Garrett, especially with what I did in just that one day with my friend's fundraiser.
Yeah.
So with being able to do that, I don't understand how we won't be able to reach even 50. I think it'll be even bigger than that. So.
What did you do with your one friend?
So I had a friend pass away in 2014. Her name's Savannah Bettis. It was over on the west side in Avon, and her family did not have a lot of money. And I was in Florida when I found out that she passed away in this car accident. And I looked at my dad the night it happened, and I was like, either I'm going home with you or without you, but I have to do something. And so I got together with my dad, and we sold like the little rubber band bracelets, and they said hashtag sitting on strong, and we sold them for $5 each. We drove back that night. We still had a week of vacation down in Florida planned. My dad did not get his money refunded or anything, so that was, I mean, you plan for vacation and then all of a sudden you stop it. But we came home and it was just spur of the moment, like was planned. And I sat at McAllister's in Avon from 10 a.m. and it was only supposed to go from like 10 to 2. And it wasn't 10 to 2, it was more of like 9 a.m. to like 6 p.m. Our TV6 came out, all like the news stations came out, and I raised over 10 grand in one day.
Nice.
Yeah. And over the years, I've raised a lot.
Very cool.
And I was able to pay for help pay for her funeral. And her family really, really appreciated it because you don't have, it's like simply not having the positivity in your life. Like you don't see a lot of people reaching out and being like, hey, let me help you.
Yeah.
Because more people are wanting to take than like give.
Yeah.
I would rather give than receive. And I mean, it felt really nice.
Yeah.
Her parents, her mom, she just cried and she was like, why are you doing this? And I mean, Savannah, she was a great girl. And I mean, it's just the impact that like one person can make an impact on your life.
Mm-hmm.
And then her mom watched all these people come to her funeral and it just was eye-opening. We like filled the church. It was huge. And it was just awesome. So I think that we'll go over 50.
That's cool.
Can I put a number down?
Yeah, why not? I love numbers.
I feel like my lucky number is going to be...
Lucky number.
Yeah, 70.
I like it. Maybe we should just combine all of our numbers. Maybe that's what's going to happen.
So far, we'll have 120.
Nice. My turn.
Was that it for you? Appreciate you sharing.
My personal goals, I also do a word every year. And my word this year was accountable. Accountable/accountability. So I have a lot of stuff going on in my life right now from like personal growth standpoint to figuring out what I want to do long term with career wise, just a lot of stuff going on. And for me, I know a lot of things can happen, but it's going to take me being accountable for myself to like get out, do it. You want something bad enough, do it.
That's awesome.
So like the accountable piece is for me is just holding myself accountable. Let's see here. No like crazy like food challenges or anything like that besides the stuff I already do. But then just another personal goal is just to help more people. Not even in the ways that most people think. It's just adding value to people whenever you can. It doesn't matter if it's in a grocery store and you're just, hey, how's your day going? Like, that's sometimes the only positive thing people hear all day. Or if we're doing the homeless stuff, whatever it is, like, it could be the smallest thing ever. Just going out of my way just to be positive, add value to people. And then with peace, I don't have any, like, number goals. For me, I'm more of, like, a feely type person. I'm not, like, I have to have this much. That's where you guys are great at that.
We need that, yeah. We need that. Balance.
But I know for us to hit those numbers, like we have to have our things in order and be accountable for everything we want to do.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like really where I thrive. Like if I want to get this done, like I know it's not going to happen overnight. Like we need to be organized. We need to be accountable. So just the overall goal is just to get everything moving. We have all these great ideas. We have all this stuff just to get the Instagram popping. To create everything we can.
Yeah.
I feel like, too, we're all very different. Like, we're the same but different, which I think diversity is great in, like, organizations and groups. Because whatever I'm strong at, you might be weak at. Whatever you think... whatever you think, he might think the opposite. So we could all help each other out. Because if we were all like-minded, like Leonard, crunching numbers all the time, we might miss a big piece somewhere else.
And I don't want that at all. Like I try to surround myself with people with different skill sets because like I'm a huge advocate of like the reason that I have a group of people here is because I know that I cannot do all of this on my own. Like I can't even make a big impact. Even if I was at max capacity, I still am only doing so much. So
yeah, I agree with that.
Cool. I like it. So, speaking of goals and stuff like that, I already have one for us, guys. I got a first challenge. First challenge.
Let's hear it.
So, actually, what I wanted to do, like, a couple days ago, but this is the perfect time now. So, our homeless campaign that we had on Facebook, I'm putting it on there because it's not like we're ending the homeless campaign.
Correct.
It was supposed to end today. We did not reach our goal of 150 on Facebook. We did reach our goal of 150 overall,
Yeah.
but not on Facebook.
Okay.
So I want to do a matching program for like the next 24 hours or something like that. Every dollar that somebody puts in, like we all put in $1 or something like that, or $2 or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about this and develop an agreement.
Shoot, look at your vocabulary. I like it. Okay.
I think if we get $1, we should pie Garrett.
What'd you say?
If we get $1, we should pie Garrett in the face.
Well, I want to do like a. So yes,
We'll match that.
We do have to.
I mean,
I'm saying like if somebody on Facebook gives $1, then we give $1 too, and if we reach the goal, then yes, we can pie Garrett.
ooh.
So let's add that
End
in.
goal. You're welcome.
Yeah, that'll be our Facebook Live video for the whole year. No, I think that would be a good idea. Even if we don't do that, or even if we do, I think that would be a good thing. Not even it shows that we're engaged, but it definitely speaks a lot about the peace when people see that. Hey, if you guys give, like, we'll match.
Mm-hmm.
As well, because this is something we're passionate about. It's something that we're wanting to do. It's not just we need your money. It's we're willing to step aside you and go all the way as well.
Cool. So are you willing? Are you in?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, cool. And I'll cover anything that can't be covered. Like I'm willing to do that too. Okay. So we're gonna set it up, and we're gonna do Instagram video right after this.
Okay.
Sorry, I'll be
With
the
a
face
filter?
of it.
That's what I told him. I was like, look,
What do you mean? Not today.
It'll just be from our next down.
That's
We
fine.
need to run home real quick and put foundation on.
So $1 match, and then is it pie Garrett?
I think that you
It
both
doesn't
should get
matter.
pied and we should pie you.
Ooh.
I'm down for that.
Of course you're down for that. Alani is the instigator here. She's
Yeah.
gonna fuel every single
I'm an
fire.
angel. I'm just here to support.
We'll let you guys decorate the pie. How about that? You guys can decorate the pie.
Yeah, we'll
buy
make
the
it. You
stuff.
guys just throw it at us. Yeah.
But if it doesn't suit us,
Wait, is it like just a pie pan of
it doesn't
Cool
matter.
Whip?
It's a pie.
Or
Nope.
is it a pie?
It's a pie.
You're doing a whole pie?
Oh.
Well, why would you do a whole
The
pie instead of like
Cool Whip
Cool
is
Whip?
like everywhere.
Yeah.
But we're trying to do a pie that way there's leftovers so we can eat it.
After it's smashed in the face?
Never mind. We'll buy pie to eat after that.
Alright.
Jeez.
Cool Whip and pie to eat after.
Yes. A
Oh.
peace pie.
There we
Good
go.
Lord.
You're welcome.
Oh my
Please, my
gosh.
glasses aren't going to be on for that.
You won't be able to
Wouldn't
see.
be able to see for the rest of the year.
My New Year's resolution is
Oh gosh. I love it. I love it. Oh. All right. Cool. Anybody got anything else on that? That alone?
Mm.
All right, cool. So we're gonna end this out with you guys just kind of going into your mind or whatever this is. But I did have a question. So peace is about like serving others in all areas of life. Like we're not gonna get to all those areas immediately, but that's what it's about. So what is your honest take? And think about this if you need to, but the phrase, am I my brother's keeper? Or in other words, is, he or she got herself into this position, or I don't know what they're doing, like, it's not my fault. So, like, the homeless person, like, am I responsible for them? Like, they chose this, or they're in this situation. Like, I have a job, I have my own house, I have my own car. Like, as a citizen, whatever religion you are, like, am I responsible to take care of that person? Because, like, that's kind of what we're taking on in this sense. And some people are probably like, that's not reasonable. Like, you're wasting your money, or that's not a wise investment of your money. So, like, what is your honest opinion of that phrase, am I my brother's keeper? Or am I responsible for this, Joe?
I would say I understand the phrase. I personally am on the side of like, yes, I don't want to say I'm not responsible for them in the sense that I didn't put them in a situation. I'm not held liable for that. However, I definitely will spend my money and time on helping them if they want to get out of that situation. I'll definitely help them. And even if they don't, like, let's say a homeless person, for example, even if they chose to live a homeless life, even if they don't want to get out of it, but they're struggling with clothes or food, or they don't know were to go for housing or anything, I will spend money and my time to come beside them and help them in any way I can. It's not saying I'm not responsible for them, but I definitely hold myself responsible to help anybody that I come in contact with.
Okay. So yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Guess it's my turn.
Sure.
Keep the circle going.
Yeah.
I guess I will. I look at it, that phrase a lot, like it's my classroom. I look at it in the aspect of, yes, I am the teacher. Yes, I am to make sure that, kids come in the room, nobody gets lost. I herd all the cats all together and keep them all together. But then again, there are some kids who will struggle in math. There are some kids who will struggle in science, and other aspects. There are some kids who, like we talked about at dinner, who will come to school and they don't have food for lunch. I feel like as a teacher, I could be the only consistent thing in their life. And for me to be consistent with them and to them, reaching out just to them, being like, hey, I've got, some crackers or peanut butter over at my desk. You're more than welcome to go over there and get some if you want some. If you need help in math, don't feel like you can ever stay after or ask me for any help. I feel like that needs to be more influenced out in the world, because a lot of people just look at somebody and they're like, that's none of my business. And it's not your business, but it is your business, because this sounds very High School Musical, but we're all in this together. So, we all live on Earth. We all have a role in everybody's life, whether you believe it or not. Like the person at the light has a role in your life, some way, somehow. And I believe that when you reach out to people, it shows people that you care, and it makes them want to reach out. So it's like the ripple effect. So you can be just like that simple little pebble that gets dropped in the water, and you're like, whoosh.
Yeah.
So that's how I look at it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Going off that, I like the pebble in the water, and one person's impact can change the way you think, a mindset, everything. And for me, I always like the saying is treat others how you would like to be treated.
The golden rule.
Right. And a lot of times it could be one action that, let's say, one thing in your life went different, you could be in that person's shoes.
Yeah.
One thing could change, that person could be completely different. So you never know what that change could be, when it could ever happen. So just knowing that every day is not promised. Every situation is not promised. So I just put your best foot forward, and if you have the means to help as much as you can. Even if it's like I said, smiling at someone, hey man, how's your day? That's one thing I can't say. To answer your question, yeah, I feel like somewhat we're responsible, and people that just turn the shoulder, turn the next cheek, it's not just about you, it's bigger than you. Your purpose is bigger than you.
Yeah, I agree. Now, you guys all said it very well, actually. I don't know how much else I have to say.
It's okay, we said it for you.
Yeah, so I guess I'll go with the only reason I do struggle with it is because I do have a little bit of hint of what has landed them in this spot, or and it's not even necessarily them all the time. It's what did their parents do that landed them in this spot, or what did a girlfriend or boyfriend do that landed them in this spot? What did they let take a hold of them mentally? But again, like you guys were saying, this could happen to anybody at any time for any reason, and I have seen it firsthand. So I think the answer is also yes, as much as it may be a burden sometimes, I am my brother's keeper. It may be hard to keep myself sometimes, but maybe if I help them, then they'll be able to help me one day. If you want to think of it that way. So
yeah.
It's kind of cool too if you think about it. Everyone's always willing to help out a family member, even if it's it was my second cousin and I never see him. But if they would ask hey man, can you help me with a job interview, or can you look over my resume? If it's a family member, I would highly doubt that we would say no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if it's a person you
don't know.
You know what I mean?
Which is interesting. Yeah. And I think in that story that I'm referencing where I got this from, it's well, who is your brother? I think like is exactly what it says next. Is like, well, who is your brother? And the rhetorical answer to that is everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the person right next to you. That's who your brother is.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So I don't have anything else. Does anybody have? I mean, I'd love to end this on a joke or something like that.
Ooh, let me think about one.
Somebody said they had a dad joke for me.
Oh gosh, now I gotta think about the good. What's a good one? Which one's my good
You can
one?
throw one out there. The last time Garrett did a joke, he wasn't that good. So I'm
That's
Don't
because Garrett's
even.
jokes are horrible.
That was a good one coming up for me.
Jeez Louise, you put me on the spot. Oh,
I still love that one. I went home and told our roommates that.
what's a
Good dad joke?
yeah?
What kind of shoes does a spy wear?
Well, you got one?
No, I got a few now.
Oh, okay.
So what kind of shoes do spies wear? Sneakers.
Oh my gosh.
You're welcome. What do you call a group of whales that play instruments? An orchestra.
Oh my
I
goodness.
like the hand motion. It makes everything come together.
Sneakers. Sneakers. You told me one today. It was really good.
One more.
That's
one more.
one. Make it count.
What
Make it
was
count.
it? What was the one you told me today in class? And I was just like, why are you talking right now?
I don't even remember.
It was good, man. It was something.
It'll be for another time.
It will be probably, because now my mind is blank.
That's all right.
Okay.
That's all right.
Sneakers and orchestra.
Cool. Well, it's been great chatting it up with you guys. I feel like this was a nice little session that we had.
Yeah.
All hearts clear?
All hearts and minds clear.
Does anybody know how we're supposed to end this off?
What's the saying?
Oh man, what is the saying?
Mm.
There is a saying. I know we end out with peace, but there's a saying. There's a
Is
saying.
that because your mantra we
that.
voted
Yeah,
on?
I think
Yeah.
that.
Do we have to get our voice that low?
No.
Yes, it's actually a little bit lower.
Okay, I got this.
A little bit lower. I think it goes something like make the people because the people
make the movement.
Yeah.
Quote
Pursue
himself.
excellence and cherish
Cherish everyone.
Peace.
Peace.